Yes.
Is there one food that can drastically improve my health?
No.
See, that was easy. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and there's some really interesting research, Christopher, that came out a couple of weeks ago you might be aware of, where they looked at how many extra healthy years people had that went from a very typical UK-US diet to the recommended diet and to what they called a longevity diet, which is basically combining all of what's up here in your head and applying it to people's diet. And they found even when people went on to a longevity diet at the age of 60, they still gained many extra healthy years. And, I think that's really encouraging, that people should really focus on actually at any time, I can still make a huge difference. Yeah, I'm a great believer in if a food's too healthy to be enjoyed, it's just not healthy at all. And, a big problem we have isn't just that we're eating the wrong kind of food, it's that we are not adhering to any of the kind of recommendations because, like you say, that lots of these foods are, they don't taste great, they're very restrictive, these kind of diets as well. And in the UK, less than 1% of people actually follow any kind of healthy eating guidelines. It's the same in the US. And so there's no point telling people to go on this kind of diet, to eat these kind of foods, if they taste rubbish, because you won't adhere to it long term. And that's why all of these, or many of these diets fail.
So I will say that pretty much all the diets that are out there, and we've just published an American Heart Association overview of popular diets, all of them, even our favorites and our least favorites, said less added sugar and less refined grain. Let's have a kumbaya moment. Can we just have a big hug and pat on the back? We have consensus on that point. And in this paper that we just wrote, we tiered the diets in 4 tiers, and the lowest tier, just in terms of matching up with American Heart Guidelines for being a heart-healthy diet.
I want to support my healthy bacteria and get all those health benefits. But what does that mean if I'm thinking about what I'm eating? What does that imply?
So when we talk about a diversity of food, we tend to be wanting people to have a diversity of plant-based foods. So we talk about eating the rainbow. So eating the rainbow means that you're getting lots of different types of polyphenols. Polyphenols are these magical bioactives that are in food that give food their pigment, so their colour. So by getting a whole rainbow of food, you're getting different polyphenols, but you're also going to get a variety.
And I'm getting my red Pop-Tart, coming back to a previous comment. That's probably not the polyphenols that are colouring it. Am I right in guessing this? So I think the first thing was we started by saying, basically the whole concept of dieting is broken, because the concept of dieting is something you do for a short period of time, and actually that doesn't work. What you need to think about is, what is the way I'm going to eat for the rest of my life? And if I do that, amazingly, like no matter how old I am, I can profoundly improve my health, which I think is, for me, the number one message